This is a lesson guide on frame animation. Pause and play as needed. Open up the document called frameanimationsstart.psd in Photoshop with fresh preferences. Once it's open, please save your file as your name _frameanimation.psd. Switch to the motion workspace. Currently you have two layers, a text layer and a background layer. Turn on visibility for the background layer, and we will be adding a layer above this. Click the Add a Layer button. Rename this layer Object. The object we will be placing in between these two layers is a vector shape. Go to the toolbar and select the ellipse tool from the vector shapes. Select a fill color and no stroke. Create your shape. The top layer is a mask. If we turn off visibility for it, we no longer see that text. If we turn off the background layer, we can see that there are holes in that top layer. We will be creating a frame animation of this, but first we need to animate the object. Take a look at the frame animation. You can see that it will only create a single frame because it is currently just layers. It isn't a timeline yet. To switch to timeline view, click on this icon. Magnify or zoom in on your timeline. The timeline, each clip is currently 5 seconds long. Reduce all clips to 2 seconds. Now we will animate the mask for the vector shape. Expand the object video track. We will be setting keyframes for the vector mask position. Turn on the stopwatch to set your first keyframe. Move the playhead and using the move tool, move the object to another location. Repeat this step. Play through your clip. Now we can set this to frame animation. Next we will change the frame rate. Go to the panel menu on the right hand side of the panel. Click and select Set Timeline Frame Rate. The frame rate is currently set to 30 frames per second, which is a preset from this list. We will be changing this to a custom frame rate of 20 frames per second. Click OK. Now we will switch over to frame animation. Select this button. Hit OK. Now we have many frames. Play through. You can see that the last frame jumps to the first frame because it is trying to loop, and it's not smooth. We can have Photoshop figure out the difference between these and animate it for us, and that is called tweening. Stop the animation. Go to the last frame and select it. Go to the tween button located here. Ask that last frame to tween between the last frame and the first frame. Select how many frames to add. You want all layers to appear, and you only need the position selected. You may have opacity and effects also selected, but it's not necessary. Say OK. Now you'll notice that although it looks like 40 is our last keyframe, if we slide the scroller down, we have 10 more frames. And these frames have created an animation that will occur between frame 40 and the first frame. Play through. Stop your animation. Save your work, and also go to Export, Save for Web Legacy. Select GIF. Allow the colors to be auto. Restrictive is okay if that is what it selects. Tell it to loop forever and click Save. Be sure to check your work and submit both the PSD and the GIF to Schoology.